Yes.
I said go.
Oh, go. All right. Well, you've got 4 muscles in the chin and neck that you need to know. Okay, you've got 2 muscles on either side of the chin. Those are your digastrics. And then in the middle, you have the mylohyoid. Remember, the hyoid bone is in your throat. That's why they're called the hyoids, right? So you've got the mylohyoid here and the sternohyoid under that. The sternohyoid is kind of in the neck, whereas the mylohyoid is more in the chin region. On either side of the sternohyoid, you have the sternomastoids. They're usually kind of butchered because that's where they cut in to get to the veins, but just know that it's kind of on either side of the sternohyoid. Okay? There's a large muscle on the side of the face you need to know. That's the masseter. It's usually pretty easy to identify because it's big and round and has a silver covering. If you look at the superficial chest, you've got this muscle that comes straight across here. That's your You guys are just creeping in closer and closer. This is your pecto antebrachialis right here, straight across. Directly under that is going to be your pec major. That's this muscle right here, your pectoralis major. Under that is your pectoralis minor here. And where I kind of made that rip, this muscle here is your xiphyohumerales. Okay, so you have pecto antebrachialis, pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, xiphyohumerales. Also on the underarm, you've got a muscle here that you need to know. It's called your epitrochlearis. Okay, that's right here. It's a very thin muscle on the underside of the arm. So many phones right now are near my face. No, that was not necessary. All right. Now I know I never want to be a famous person. There's 2 other muscles on the arm that you need to know. It's the 2 triceps brachii. It's the long head of your triceps brachii and the lateral head of your triceps brachii. The lateral head is obviously more lateral. If we look at the forearm, on this cat, the brachioradialis is actually missing. It's been torn, unfortunately. So the brachioradialis would technically extend from here to here, and it would kind of float up above the forearm. It's a pretty obvious muscle. Okay, but since we don't have that, underneath the brachioradialis, you're going to have a muscle here. Okay, this is going to be your extensor carpi radialis. Extensor because it extends the paw, carpi because it continues to the carpals, and radialis because it's on the radial side. Okay. Next to that, you have your extensor digitorum communis right here. Your extensor digitorum lateralis is next to that. That's right here. Okay, it's the more lateral of the 2. And then your extensor carpi ulnaris. Again, extends, continues to the carpi, and is the ulnar side of the arm. Okay. Flipping the arm over, this one is not really dissected out very well. This big one right here is your palmaris longus. Okay, it's the biggest one under your arm. If you're going to start somewhere on the underside of the arm, that's where you should start, at the palmaris longus. On the right side of it is your flexor carpi ulnaris. Flexes the paw on the ulnar side. Okay. On the other side of the palmaris longus, you have the pronator teres, which is this very thin muscle right there. Do we see that? Do we see this little muscle right here? That's your pronator teres. And then next to that is your flexor carpi radialis. Okay? Flexor carpi radialis is this muscle here. Flexor carpi radialis, pronator teres, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris. On the superficial upper back and shoulder, there's 7 muscles you need to know. Okay, you've got 3 trapezius muscles and 3 deltoid muscles, and they all have similar names. There's the spino-acromioclavotrapezius, spino-acromio-clavodeltoid. Okay, spinotrapezius is this triangular-shaped one here. Next to that is the rounder acromiotrapezius. And above that is the clavotrapezius. Clavo more towards the clavicle, spinotrapezius more towards the spine. Okay? And then below that you have the spinodeltoid, which is this ovular, I guess is female ovaries. Whatever, it's oval shaped, and that's this muscle. Next to that is your acromiodeltoid, and then your clavodeltoid, which is also known as your clavobrachialis because it technically continues all the way down the arm. Okay. In between the acromiotrapezius and acromiodeltoid, you have the last one you need to know. That's the levator scapula ventralis, and that's this muscle right here. In the deep shoulder, you need to know the muscle directly under the acromiotrapezius. It's on top of the scapula, and that is the supraspinatus. Inside there is another muscle